Hello, friends. Stef Becker here. I'm the founder of PPC University and the CEO of a boutique agency called My Internet Marketing here in Montreal. Welcome to the live stream, my weekly live stream, now every Thursday at 8 p.m. EST, local time here in Montreal. Today's topic, I'd like to talk about marketing internships. And the idea came when I was reading an article the other day on BBC News. And the topic of the article, or the way the title was presented, was kind of startling to me. I'd like to show you this article. Here it is. It appeared like in September, last September of this year. And it was titled, "Why Inexperienced Workers Can't Get Entry-Level Jobs." Well, so far, so good. But when you scroll down, what you discover is that entry-level jobs used to be the way for new graduates to enter the workforce, but many are now requiring prior experience. So when I read that, I was thinking to myself, wait a minute. If I want to learn something new, a new skill, digital marketing in our case, and I'm approaching a company because I want to learn that new skill, right? Because that company, hopefully they know what they're doing when it comes to digital marketing. So I'm asking them, hey, can I do an internship with you guys? And the company is asking you back, oh, yeah, sure. What experience do you have in digital marketing? Well, doesn't that defeat the purpose somehow? I mean, how can you possibly require somebody who wants to learn a new skill, digital marketing in that case, having experience already before him actually offering a marketing internship, a trainee position in that company? So I found that quite odd. I was digging a little bit deeper, and I'd like to show you a few ideas how to go around that conundrum and a few solutions that I have to suggest to you when it comes to addressing that problem. Because it is true that more and more companies now are asking you at least to have some sort of experience in the field you're interested in. And what that actually means for you who would be looking to acquire a new skill, finding an internship, a position as a marketing trainee, it means that you will very likely be measured against your own competition. I mean, other people looking for marketing trainee positions, their first job, gaining experience. So you need to position yourself against those people because, quite frankly, this is your competition. I mean, there are just so many marketing trainee jobs out there. And if you want to be the one that gets that position, well, you need to showcase something that goes further than those of your fellow competitors, which are your possible colleagues at some point in time. But at the time, at that specific moment in time, you are the one who is looking for that position. So here's a few ideas. And I did a little further reading about this topic because it was quite interesting, I found, given the fact that I have accepted and continue to accept marketing trainees in our own agency. So what I discovered on LinkedIn is a research where LinkedIn says that 35% of positions for entry-level positions asked for years of prior relevant work experience. So that's what I just said. That was really startling to me. But it goes further. There is an associate professor of economics at the Auburn University in the US. His name is Alan Seals, who reported that in some cases, you need to have had an internship to get an internship. Now, that's, as I said in the beginning, that really defeats the purpose. But instead of complaining about the fact, I said to myself, well, how can you possibly provide an answer to those of you who are looking for an internship? What could you possibly do to put yourself on a horse that may be the winning horse of that race? And here's a few of those ideas. The first idea that I have to present to you is an idea, or let's say rather it is a perception that I have as the CEO of an agency. When I encounter people that are interested in having a position with us as a marketing trainee, I always think that perception and curriculum are absolutely everything. So let me explain to you what I mean by that. As a CEO, or as the head of a human resources department of a company, they are more or less flooded with curriculums of people applying for a job, or in this case, a position for an internship, or for internship or marketing trainee. So what they're faced with, and what you have to understand, is that those people, you need to catch them by what they will determine is a valid candidate or not. And that something is the first thing they see when they come across you or inquire about you. So the perception they get from you, the way you present yourself, all things put together, is the first thing to get your foot in the door. And only afterwards they will be looking at your curriculum, because if your perception is not quite right, they will probably not go as far as having a look at your curriculum. So let's go into the perception problem on what you can do to address that one. I'd say when it comes to perception, you absolutely need to show them who you are. And that means you need to demonstrate that you know how to represent yourself first. And I mean, it makes perfect sense, especially in digital marketing. In digital marketing, you will be working in an agency, unless you're working for a business in the marketing department. But in both cases, you will be at the forefront of communication. You will be the interface that decides what are we telling our customers, our clients, or in the case of an agency, how does this agency help me as a client move forward in terms of my communication objectives. So an agency, or the head of an HR department, or the CEO, if it's a smaller agency, they will also look at you in the sense of, how does this person represent to our own clients? And the first thing they will be looking at is, well, how does that person represent himself or herself? So you absolutely need to get your own presentation, the way you represent yourself. You have to put it at the forefront. You need to understand that you will be judged on that, very importantly. And you absolutely need to go beyond the curriculum. A piece of paper on a nicely PDF designed is nice, but it's not everything. It's certainly no longer enough. So what you can do, and I'm taking the example of PPC marketing because that's what we do at PPC University, is when it comes to showing them who you are, I think in today's sphere of influence, we as people looking to impress clients, businesses, CEOs, we encounter human resources directors, people responsible for hiring. I would say today you have all the tools and no excuse to have a website. It is, quite frankly, between WordPress, Wix, and landing page builders such as Unbounce, Convertri, Lead Pages, those tools are readily available to you. And if you want to work in digital marketing, and you should be using the very tools that a digital marketer will use when it comes to serving clients. So, and these tools are not difficult to master. Okay, WordPress is maybe it takes time, and you need to invest a little bit of you need to learn how to do it. But if it comes to a website or a portfolio website to present yourself, a landing page builder is probably the option that I would choose right out of the box, because landing page builders, advanced landing page builders at least, such as Convertri, which is probably top of the shelf, or Unbounce, but probably Convertri is the best thing to do. it allows you to develop that website that you need. Secondly, and I will tell you more about Convertri or website builders, landing page builders at the end. You will see that there are solutions that are readily available for you also with PPC University, but we are not the only ones. There's so many tools out there that you can choose. So let me go back to this again. Secondly, polish your LinkedIn. You absolutely need to take care of LinkedIn, because LinkedIn is the online curriculum for business people, and especially in the digital marketing space, because it is used to market services for specific companies when they are looking for to staff and to fill specific positions. So if your objective is to become or to get an entry-level position or a marketing trainee position, if you need to get your foot in the door, you absolutely need to shine on LinkedIn. There's no point around that. So try to get that right, very importantly. Thirdly, in this case, create a professional social media presence, okay? And I cannot reinforce that notion enough, because when I encounter somebody inquiring about a position with us, one of the first thing I do is to take their name, copy paste their name, and post it into Facebook. I am looking up how that person presents himself or herself in the private sphere as well. But I would much more appreciate to have a professional impression of that person on social media. And one simple thing to do is to have a personal profile and a professional profile. I mean by that, set up a second profile in which you showcase your interest in the areas that you are likely to come across and present to somebody who you will approach for a position as a marketing trainee. So if it's PPC marketing, show that you have an interest in PPC marketing by subscribing to groups, by posting banners or interesting information, sharing it on Facebook in your professional profile to showcase that you have a real interest in that domain, in that area. So again, a website, a polished LinkedIn profile, and please create a professional social media presence. The number of times I've come across absolutely stunning in the sense of underwhelming personal profiles that were either completely abandoned for years, there was nothing going on, either on LinkedIn or on Facebook or on Instagram or whatever, and that person was looking for a job, a trainee position as a social media marketing manager, as a digital marketer for PPC or for whatever field, and they didn't even take care about their own social media presence. So again, try to get clean with that. Secondly, talk the walk. I mean by that, perception is everything when it comes to also to demonstrate that you know your stuff already. I mean, nobody expects from you to be a professional already, an expert in your field already. Let's say you're interested in PPC marketing, because that's what we do, originally speaking. We also do social media. We do content marketing. We do, in our agency, we do search engine optimization. We do marketing. We build marketing funnels. So whatever it is, if you have an interest in a specific area, I would expect that you know to talk a little bit about it. Because if you come knocking at my door and you tell me I'd like to learn PPC marketing, and I'm asking you, okay, great. So what do you think about, what's the better option to evaluate whether or not a campaign is doing its job for a client? Would you rather look at return on ad spend, or would you have a look at conversion rates, or is it rather click-through rates? I mean, very simple, very basic questions. I would expect from somebody interested in that field that he can at least explain the difference between the three. So that's one of the reasons why I put this on this screen here. So make sure you get the jargon, at least some basic jargon in that area, so that you can answer questions related to a CTR, a click-through rate, to a CPC, a cost per click, to a return on ad spend, ROAS. So and ideally present them in context. Again, you can use a blog to do that. You can use your own website, as I was suggesting in the first on the previous slide. But you could also do a stream, a live stream on Facebook from time to time, and talk about PPC marketing, if that's what you're interested in, and about social media marketing, if that's what you're interested in, about influencer marketing, if that's of interest to you, about search engine optimization. I mean, look, what am I doing here right now? I'm talking to the camera, explaining to you my opinion when it comes to marketing trainee jobs and what to do to get them. Well, I'm doing it live streaming. I'm doing it for two reasons. First of all, I very much like to help people who are just starting out, something that I did 15 years ago in that field of digital marketing. I'd like to give back now, help people to get their foot into the door, but at the same time, by doing so, I'm profiling myself. I'm showcasing that I know what I'm talking about. I'm showcasing that I know that I know my stuff when it comes to digital marketing. And I also showcase that I'm able to teach somebody when it comes to digital marketing. If you would be interested in becoming a digital marketer down the road, and that's probably the case if you're interested in a position as a marketing trainee. So if this topic is of interest to you, well, I position and I profile myself right here, right now in front of this camera, talking to you. Well, you can do that too. Right? Okay, I understand it's not always easy to speak in front of a camera, but it was not easy for me in the beginning either. I mean, it takes a little bit of time to get at ease with it, but trust me, once you start with this, it's a lot of fun actually. So I'm really having fun to do this, and I'm sure you can have fun too if you just start it out. Okay, let's continue on our little slideshow here. What is my next slide that I have here? Yeah, the next one here is proof. I would strongly advise you that you provide proof that you are a better choice for a company already as a marketing trainee. And I mean by that, well, why not be qualified already? If as we are just learning from LinkedIn and from this associate professor, that it is difficult now to get a marketing trainee or an entry-level job without having some sort of qualifications. Well, what that means is try to be qualified already. And when I say qualified, I mean by that there are possibilities today to run through programs that allow you to have certain certifications. Let me show you one. Google certified. There are possibilities, very easy to, well, easy. It depends what you define as easy, but I say easy because that's what we do at PPC University. We help people to become Google certified in a matter of 20 hours, and that's for complete beginners. So it's completely feasible. But there's not just us. There's not just PPC University. There's just Google certified. There's Facebook. There's HubSpot. And I guarantee if you look around in the market, you'll find certifications. But obviously, what you would be doing is you would be aiming for the best known ones. So I have some callback here. I know that you guys are actually able to watch this on YouTube, on Twitter, on Pinterest, on what else was there? On Facebook, obviously, and even on our website. I have to apologize tonight. I did not set up my monitors to be able to watch the chat, but I promise whenever you leave a question in the chat, wherever that is, I will answer your question. So just leave your questions there. I will get back to you. Okay, let me get back to this screen. So Google certified is a possibility. Facebook certified is a possibility. HubSpot certified is a possibility. And again, I'm saying this because you will be faced with competition. there are very few positions out there in companies that may be of interest to you when it comes to entry-level jobs, auto marketing trainee positions. So if you know already that there will be 50, 30, 100 curriculums printed out on a stack of paper on the office, on the desk of your human resources person needing to make a decision, well, you'd better stand out. And this is a way to stand out to get certified. So I want to show you quickly here what we do at PPC University. I know it's a little bit promotional. I'm apologize upfront, but it's something we do, and we do it. I think we do it right. We have digital marketing courses that allow people to get certified in 20 hours. So these are our Google certification courses. Oops, sorry. These here are our Google certification courses. We have 5 of them. But as I said earlier, there is not just us. There is Facebook. There's HubSpot. There is Coursera. There's quite a few of them out there. But if I could give you good advice, is as a beginner at least, try to aim for the most known ones, the ones that have a brand image that goes with the certification. So, for example, Facebook would be a good choice. Google is a very good choice. It's probably the best choice because Google is known by all businesses, is very prevalent. There is no business who doesn't know about Google ads, because that's really the beginning of digital marketing. When it came to digital marketing, big time in 2000, that was Google coming out. So, and Google certifications are possible in 20 hours if it's, for example, with a Google Ads exam preparation course with PPC University. I was talking in the beginning about building your website. Okay, when it comes to building your website, let me show you something else. Building your websites, you have tools like, and I'm going to actually open the page itself, tools like Convertri. Convertri, I've been mentioning it a little bit earlier, is a tool allowing you to build very hyper fast landing pages and marketing funnels. So these are very well integrated, top of the shelf digital marketing tools that you can acquire. They are somewhat pricey. For example, when it comes here to Convertri, I think they're $75 a month. So it's not nothing. If you're strapped with cash, Wix would probably be another solution. We on PPC University have as well those tools. Actually, we make them available to our students. And one of our tools is Convertri, that we give to our students at a very interesting price. And we actually even include it in some of our courses. So you have here Convertri. We also have reporting tools, conversion optimization tools, client testimonials capturing. We have quite a few tools, and we add tools every month, by the way. Social media marketing, social proof, a chat builder, and some of them are included in those courses that I've presenting earlier. And for others, if you are a student of ours, you can access them at a very low price, nothing compared to the original price of the original vendors that you can find online, like Convertri. So there are solutions. Long story short, before I finish this this live stream and open the doors to your questions and answers, if I can get to them actually, because I need to open our own website. Let me check if I can actually see this. I don't see, no, unfortunately, I didn't set up my chat correctly today. But anyway, as I said in the beginning, leave your questions wherever you are looking at this live stream, and even after the live stream, because it will be available as a replay on our own website. Go to PPC University if you want to follow this on a weekly basis. Now we have our live streams here accessible in the top right corner. You have live stream with a blinking red dot, and when you click on this, you have all the replays that are here. And I will add the some resources to to those videos. Below the videos, they will all be added on YouTube as well. But please take into consideration, as a marketing trainee or somebody looking for entry-level jobs, that you need to up your game, because especially now with the pandemic on top of it, a lot of the corporations do not take you in their office anymore. So you need to mostly work from home by doing that, and on top of it. So you don't necessarily get the chance of meeting somebody in person. So everything will be evaluated by what people see and can access from their computers. So that's one of the reasons also why I suggested very strongly that you get your social media presence in order, that you possibly build a website with an easy landing page builder like Convertri. Convertri, by the way, I kid you not, they have templates. Your website is up and running in a matter of hours. It's drag and drop. It's so easy. It's ridiculous. And get your LinkedIn profiles up and running, and make sure you get certified if you can. With Google Ads, it's not difficult. It's a very easy way to showcase that you really care. And once you are Google certified and you have your website, well, you would put your certification logo on your website. I mean, imagine having a website to showcase where you present yourself, like a nice picture of you, PPC marketer, Google certified in Google search, Google measurement, Google video, Google shopping, whatever, because it's not that difficult. Your business card that will be accessed by somebody wanting to hire you as an entry-level job will be so much more than any other of your competing colleagues that are looking to get their foot in the door as well, that, well, it's a very high chance that you will be the one making it. So again, I will post this to our website. I will post links, some of the links to the original article and to my presentation. It will be available as well on our website. And I promise to access your questions, to answer them. Access also Facebook. On our website, you find links to our Facebook group where you can meet me and ask me questions. I'm always available to answer questions of people that are trying to find answers to sometimes difficult questions, especially during these times of the pandemic where things have changed so much. And last word, for those of you who are serious with this, getting started in digital marketing, and this could be a career change. It could be, you could be already freelancing, but you need to up your game. You could be a marketing professional already wanting to scale your business up for an agency. Whatever your objectives are, have a look around at PPC University, because we've quite a few very interesting stuff that's really targeting people like you to help you scale a business and learn Google Ads, learn PPC marketing, and everything you need to get running. And in December, we will kickstart a 5-day challenge where you can actually win some of those tools I've been presenting right now. Convertri is one of them. A 1-year free access to Convertri in those 5-day in the 5-day challenge. There's a 1-year access to, I think it's Evidence, the social proof campaign tool. And then every day during the 5-day challenge, we will give away, or rather, well, it's a challenge. There's a contest. You need to do something. You need to take part in the contest every day. The contest, by the way, is called Find Your Freedom Number. The first step of building a business working from home as a digital marketer is to know how much revenue you would need to make to actually kick your employment to the curb or kickstart your business working from home. So we'll teach all those 5 steps in that 5-day challenge. And every day there's a course to win to become Google certified. So sign up for my live streams on our website on PPC University. And we don't know, maybe I'll meet you again in the 5-day challenge, and you'll be one of the lucky winners of Convertri, 1-year Convertri, which is a $900 value. These are not your little prize games. We're actually giving away really, really big, top of the shelf digital marketing tools. So stay tuned, sign up, and I'd say I see you maybe, hopefully, next week. Have a nice one.